Hi guys, it's Kara from creationsbykara.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make browned butter. I love using it in everything from frosting to cookies to blondies. It might seem a little bit intimidating, but it's actually quite easy to make if you just know a few tricks. It adds a subtle nutty flavor to baked goods and savory dishes, anything you want to add it to. It really is delicious, and once you've tried it, you might want to try experimenting and adding it to all of your recipes just to see what it tastes like. It's a fun little kitchen trick that you should know how to do. One thing you want to make sure you use when you're browning butter is a large, wide pan. A large stainless steel skillet would be ideal, but I don't have one of those, so I use a soup pot. The reason you want to use a wide pan is because you want your melted butter to be shallow so that you can see to the bottom of it, because when the bits of it start to brown, you don't want it to burn. So if it's just a thin layer of butter, it's easier to control. For the recipe that I'm making, I just need 3/4 of a cup of butter. So you just add it to your pan. And then you turn on the heat to medium, just like you would if you were going to melt it. And at first you don't even have to keep an eye on it. Just let it melt like you normally would. Okay, after that butter is melted, just keep letting it cook and it's gonna get bubbly. It's gonna splatter a little bit. That's perfectly fine. At this point you wanna give it a stir every now and again. I like to use a bamboo spoon, but you can use a rubber spatula as long as it's heat proof. Okay, we're getting close. It's starting to get foamy. Salted butter does foam up more than unsalted butter, but I still prefer salted butter because I don't have the time to keep track of 2 different kinds of butter in the fridge. See how those little bits at the bottom are starting to turn just a little bit darker? We're close. And now you can see why it's important to have a thin layer of butter so you can see through that foam to the bottom. Okay, it's a little bit browned right now, but it's not quite done. I want it to be just a little bit more brown for a deeper flavor. Got to watch it closely though, because it can quickly burn. Now it's got that kind of a caramel brown color. It's perfect. Okay, as soon as that's ready, you want to remove it from that hot pan or it will continue to cook. So just pour it into a heat-safe bowl. And the flavor is in all those brown bits at the bottom. So you want to make sure you scrape out that whole pan so you get that flavor. It smells so good, guys. Oh. See, it's got that deep golden brown color. And you'll see those little bits of cooked butter solids at the bottom of the bowl. Delicious. It is going to make such a difference in so many of your recipes.